You are watching Funny HS Info. Today I am going to talk about Factories Act Chapter 1. This is a preliminary chapter and the sections in this chapter are from 1 to 7. First one, short title, extent and commencement. Second one, interpretation. Third one, reference to the time of day. Fourth one, power to declare different departments to be separate. Fifth one, power to exempt during public emergency. Sixth one, approval, licensing and registration of factories. Seventh one, notice by occupier. Let me brief these sections one by one. Section 1, short title, extent and commencement. It states that the Factories Act 1948 extends to whole of India and come into force on 1st April 1949. Section 2, definitions. The main definitions are adult, which means person completed his 18th year of age. Adolescent, person completed his 15th year of age but has not completed his 18th year of age. Child, not completed his 15th year of age. Young person means child or an adolescent. Hazardous process. Any process or activity in relation to an industry specified to the first schedule where unless special care is taken, raw materials used therein or the intermediate or finished products, byproducts, effluents thereof would cause material impairment to the health of the person engaged in or connected therewith or result in pollution of the general environment. Next one, power, which means electrical energy or any other form of energy which is mechanically transmitted and is not generated by human or animal energy. Prime mover means any engine, motor or other appliance which generates or otherwise provides power. Transmission machinery means any shaft, wheel, drum, pulley, system of pulleys, coupling, clutch, driving belt or other appliance or device by which motion of a prime mover is transmitted to or received by any machinery appliances. Machinery includes prime movers, transmission machinery and all other appliances whereby power is generated, transformed, transmitted or applied. Manufacturing process means the process for making, altering, repairing, ornamenting, finishing, packing, oiling, washing, cleaning, breaking up, demolishing or otherwise treating or adapting any article or substance with a view to its use, sale, transport, delivery or disposal, or pumping oil, water, sewage or any other substance, or generating, transforming or transmitting power, or composing types of printing by letterpress, lithography or other similar process or book binding, or constructing, reconstructing, repair, refitting, finishing or breaking up ships or vessels, or preserving or storing any article in cold storage. Worker, which means a person employed directly or by through any agency including a contractor or without the knowledge of the principal employer, whether for remuneration or not in any manufacturing process or in any other kind of work incidental to or connected with the manufacturing process are the subject of manufacturing process. Factory means any premises including the presence thereof where 10 or more workers are working or were working on any day of the preceding 12 months and in any part of which manufacturing process is being carried on with the aid of power or is ordinarily so carried on or whereon 20 or more workers are working or were working on any day of the preceding 12 months and any part of which a manufacturing process is being carried out without aid of power or is ordinarily so carried on. Next one, occupier. Occupier of the factory means the person who has ultimate control over the affairs of the factory. In case of a company, any one of the directors shall be deemed to be the occupier. Section 3, reference to the time of the day. Under this act, any reference to the time is according to the Indian Standard Time, which is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. But there are certain areas where we cannot observe the IST, hence in such cases the state government may make rules. Firstly, by specifying the area, secondly, defining the local mean time ordinarily observed therein, lastly, permitting such time to be observed in all or any of the factories situated in the area. Section 4, power to declare the different departments to be separate. The state government has the power to declare different departments of the factory as different factories. It can do so on its own or on application in the behalf of by the occupier. Moreover, it can declare 2 or more different factories as a single factory. It is generally done on the conditions as the government deems out. Section 5, power to exempt during public emergency. Firstly, public emergency means a grave emergency whereby the security of India or any part of territory thereof is under threat, whether by a war or external aggression or internal disturbance. In any case of public emergency, the state government may, by notification in the official gazette, exempt the factory or class or description of the factories from all or any of the provisions of this act. Section 6, approval, licensing and registration of factories. The state government may make rules requiring for the purpose of this act the submission of the plan of any class or description of the factories to the chief inspector or the state government. B, requiring the previous permission in writing of state government or chief inspector to be obtained for the site on which the factory is to be obtained and for the construction or extension of the factory. Section 7, notice by occupier. The occupier shall at least 15 days before he begins to occupy or use any premises as a factory send to the chief inspector a written notice containing the name and situation of the factory, the name and address of the occupier, the name and address of the owner of the premises or building. C, the address on which communication relating to the factory may be sent. D, the nature of the manufacturing process, the total rated horsepower installed or to be installed in the factory, the name of the manager of the factory for the purpose of this act, the number of workers likely to be employed in the factory, The average number of workers per day employed during last 12 months in case of factory existence on the date of commencement of this act. Such other particulars as may be prescribed. This is about Chapter 1. Let me summarize. Chapter 1 includes the sections from 1 to 7. The Act extends to the whole of India including Jammu and Kashmir. The Act applies to every premises which has 10 or more workers in the manufacturing process and powers also. Premises with 20 or more workers in the manufacturing process and no power. Registration and renewal of the factory to be granted by Chief Inspector of Factories on submission of prescribed form, fee and plan. Thanks for watching and have a safe day.